everybody, welcome back to another episode on Kristie versus Kitchen. It is officially fall, and for me, fall means baked goods. So today I want to try a recipe that is very popular in countries like the UK and Australia, and that is scones. So I want to make scones and I want to make homemade strawberry jam because you can't have scones without jam. Today's recipe should be very simple, something that you could easily do at home. So I am really excited to try them because, as always, if I can do it, you can do it. For today's bake, for making the scones, we only need 3 ingredients. We need self-rising flour, soda water, and cream. You know me, I love these easy, simple recipes. So without further ado, let's bake. The first thing we are going to do is sift 3 cups of self-rising flour into the bowl. Okay, so there's 3 cups. I'll sift it. The next thing we are going to need is 300 milliliters of soda water, sparkling water, which, I hope my measuring cup reads milliliters. Oh, yes it does. Okay, so we need 300 milliliters of soda water. And then we need 300 milliliters of cream. This is 250 mils, so we'll just do 250 and then 50. So the recipe says to pour it in here. We're just gonna stir this slowly. The next thing this recipe says is that we need to create a reservoir. So I'm just gonna push it out to the side. Okay, now that we've got our hole in here, we are going to just pour this right into the center of it. Now, she said to just take a butter knife and we're just gonna slowly stir it in. She said the biggest thing is to not want to lose the air or the bubbles from the soda water. And apparently this should be a no-fail recipe, like it should be successful every time, so we're gonna see if she's right. Okay, so I did add just a little bit more flour because I may have undermeasured to 3 cups because it's looking way too runny, but it's supposed to be a very sticky dough, which it definitely looks like. Okay, I think that is good. I guess I should have prefaced this and said preheat your oven to 430 degrees Fahrenheit because this is gonna be a hot bake. Okay, so the recipe now calls to do a generous amount of flour on the table. This is so doughy. Put it on top, I guess. Okay, I definitely should have taken my ring off. I don't feel like this is right. I don't feel like we put enough flour in it. All right, stand by. Okay, I'm gonna add more flour. I don't know. Okay, I think it's looking better. It's holding shape, so that's good. So now that it's in a, pretty solid shape, we're just gonna cut it up and bake it. Seems pretty simple. Cool. All right, I'm just gonna use a glass, so I am going to flour it first. Oh, I hope this works. Okay. Just do a little baby one. Perfect. Okay, and then the last thing that she said to do, you can take the leftover cream and just kind of, she said it'll make it just like, make them more brown. So those should be done. I'm just gonna put them into the oven for about 20 minutes and hopefully they come out. All right, now that those are in the oven, I'm gonna do a quick cleanup and then we're gonna get started on the homemade strawberry jam. All right, so what we are going to need for the homemade strawberry jam is 2 pounds of strawberries, and I am going to be doing a no sugar added because I personally feel like jams are sweet enough and I love the natural fruit, sugar and flavor and that type of stuff. So I'm using a classic pectin. The first thing we're gonna do is just get these green tops off, and I am just gonna take kitchen scissors and cut these strawberries up. I think the cutting of the strawberries definitely is the hardest part of making jam. All right, now that the strawberries are all cut, we are going to get a large pot, 1 cup of water, and we are gonna bring it to a boil. Okay, so I just did the jam test. So I took something that was frozen. It's actually one of my icon meals. And I put the jam on there and I let it cool. And then when you drag it through, because it stays separated, it means that it's set up correctly. So jam's looking good. Let's check these scones. I feel like those are right. I'm just gonna let them set aside and cool so we can finish our jam. Okay, so now that we know that the jam is set up correctly, I'm just taking a strainer and we are gonna strain the strawberry, get all the seeds out of it, get all the extra skin out of it, so it's just gonna be a nice, smooth jam. I am really excited how this is gonna taste. It is extremely hot. This is so nostalgic for me because my mom used to make, or she still does, she makes homemade jam every year, and I just love it. This is something actually my nieces and nephew fight over when they go to my mom's house because they love grandma's jam. So I think I got it all. So we just have the, the skins. So I did end up adding probably a cup of the powdered stevia because it was way more tart than I was expecting it to be. And I think it's because the pectin has some citric acid in it, which makes it a little bit more tart. So I did end up adding a bit of stevia. Beautiful. Perfect. So I may not need 2 jars. I think I was being a little, I don't know. So we'll just see how full. So there you have it. 2 pounds of strawberries in not even a full jar of that. I am going to set this aside and let it cool. and while the scones are cooling, then we are going to try it. All right, you guys, we are back. I definitely tried to speed a set just like a little bit of this jam, but you can see that it is setting up perfectly. I know that in the morning after sitting in the fridge overnight, it'll just be perfect. All right, I already broke this one open. So the bake looks good. It smells amazing. It smells really good. So let's go ahead and try this. Oh, it looks so tasty. Oh, okay, before we do this, maybe I should try it as is. Okay, it tastes like a dinner roll. It's good. The bake is good. It is not sweet at all, so it's definitely going to need jam. Let's go ahead and try this jam. So good. That's amazing. Let's try them together. So good. Oh, you guys, that is such a perfect blend of, you know, just bread and jam. It'd be even good with like some butter on it. This is a total winner. So good. The jam is amazing. Scones are amazing. Highly recommend these recipes. They are linked down below. Thank you so much for watching another episode on Kristie vs. Kitchen. Make sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you next time. Cheers. This is amazing.